Welcome back to the Wildcard show. My name is Venant.
I'm Brian.
And Nyaassh.
Yes, na leo tuko kwa studio ingine different sana.
Yeah.
DSTV. Na feel home sana.
Yeah.
What I don't know about you guys.
Me, I'm very refreshed to be here, but it's like new kind of settings. The way the Premier League table has changed, also our surroundings have changed. Yeah, I'm feeling very at home with DSTV.
But say you sound super excited.
Yeah.
What about you, Nyaassh?
He's very excited. You know, I can only give it up to him right now because we're in a new place. This is feeling very nice. So I'll let him walk away with that. Of course, to go DSTV studios, and there's so much going on here, Maze. And like weekend, we had some interesting games happening in La Liga and in Syria. Like in La Liga, ulikuwa naniambia Barcelona. Yeah, they put in a new record. You squeeze your fungu mabao bana.
Yes. 24 clean sheets in one season.
Yeah.
So Macandre ter Stegen surpassed, I believe that is Victor Valdez for most clean sheets in one season as a Barcelona goalkeeper.
Yeah, crazy. And also in Syria, the India weekend, tulikuwa expect Napoli wa Bebe Ligi. And then somehow, Venant, what happened?
They drew, man. And I think now it's the next game.
Yeah.
They have to win the next game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The game I was invested in actually was AS Roma na AC Milan.
Yeah.
Because now Mourinho now is changing that team. They're targeting a top 4 finish.
Yes.
And at the moment, there's a race between Juventus, the both Milans, Lazio now they're number 2 kwa league.
Yeah.
And it's a tight race, other than of course Napoli leading. Yeah. So even though Vile Kuko, Barcelona, I'm happy because now we've been winning a lot of these games.
Yeah.
We're not familiar now losing.
Even conceding goals now. It's seeming like
I
news.
think next season now, pale UCL, there's some teams wanataka kushtuka.
Yeah. If you want to, of course, catch all these La Liga and Serie A games, there's one package for you, DSTV. And it's a DSTV family. So they have Serie A and La Liga. And of course, if you want to catch the Premier League, you can always go above a notch higher. There's another package in it, compact. We can catch Serie A, you can catch La Liga, and you can catch the Premier League, courtesy of DSTV. And everything is sorted for you, Maze. Utasikia tu at home if you're a sports fan. Ukweli ama uongo?
Hiyo ni ukweli kabisa. And not only on one screen. If you have the DSTV app as well, you can watch it on your phone.
Yeah.
For example, yesterday, I was watching the Man United Aston Villa game just on the screen, and then you can use the phone to stream the Man City Fulham game. Yeah. It's simple as that. Hata hapa sasa naona highlights za Liverpool Fulham kwa screen. Hey.
Ile bao ya Bruno. Ile Bruno akinini. That was...
They were lucky.
A fantastic
Absolutely lucky, man. Lucky. But anyway, while you hold down, I'll give you credit where it's due. You hold it down, and that's what's up. So, of course, with DSTV, you feel very much at home. If you're a sports fan like us, of which I bet you are, you need to have yourself a DSTV, either family or a compact, and then you'll be sorted. Yes.
So, guys, where do you want us to start?
I don't know. I don't feel like
we
I want to
start with United. Tumalizane now, chap.
Because there's not much to talk about here.
Yeah.
And under the radar. Winning our games, going for another trophy. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the treble because we were eliminated in the Europa League.
You guys fumbled up. You guys fumbled
the Europa before we did.
Wait, we're talking about Manchester United.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's talk about how you guys got out of the Europa League. 2 own goals, and then this other side, you guys are thrashed 3-0.
Defensive mistakes, and especially with Maguire involved in the team, no one can deny mistakes. Ziko mob sana. The guy's issue is always playing out from the back. He's a good shot stopper as a keeper. But on to speaking of the defensive mistakes that Maguire is involved in, we also have to give Victor Lindelof his credit. We also have to give him his flowers, because whenever he's not playing with Maguire, ye ni Iceman bana. Ye ni Iceman. That goal line clearance against Aston Villa. That's a good 3 points.
That was good. I'll give you credit, man. I just feel like 2 of my best United players might be leaving come the end of the season.
What?
I don't know why, but I have that feeling. I hope they don't go. I'm talking about Maguire and Weghorst. Those are my favorite United players.
Thought you were going to say Bruno
can never be my favorite player.
Or Fred or something.
I'll support you on that.
With Maguire leaving by the ama bado atakuwa Carfield Jones.
I personally am looking for a new job. If the Man United are hiring a chauffeur that can drive Maguire back to Leicester, please, volunteer.
But also, we also have to speak positively about United, because you remember we had a conversation about clean sheets.
Yeah.
Now they are ahead by 2.
Yep, 15 clean sheets for David De Gea.
De Gea amekuwa akienjoyiwa throughout this season.
Yeah.
He's the one who's heading now for the Golden Glove.
We got slapped 7 and 6 in 2 games this season.
Yes.
And we are still top in the clean sheets.
Yes.
Goal difference is where you draw the line.
Which, by the way, you guys need, because Newcastle are coming at a speed and you guys can't ignore.
I think in terms of Newcastle, the Premier League has offered them too much respect. Teams have been offering them too much respect.
No, they're just good.
And Aston Villa showed us that, exactly that, when they beat them 3-0.
Yeah.
Aston Villa showed us that this Newcastle team ain't all that. Even yesterday, Southampton threatened to destroy them. But
Look, I feel like, I feel like that game where Newcastle was slapped by Aston Villa, was more of a freak resort. It's like how you guys got clapped 7.
7, and then they went on to lose. Yeah, exactly. That was a very fluke. I watched it on Compact, once on my phone, HD.
After kuona mkibeba Carabao Cup.
Yes.
Nasikia hiyo cup ndio ilikuwa kutoa machozi. Oh my God, that was interesting. But yeah, I feel like Newcastle are really good. No lie. Despite them getting slapped by Aston Villa, I feel like they're good. They showed that against Southampton coming from behind.
Exactly.
They showed that against midweek when they were playing against Everton. You feel like this is the worst time to play those relegation-threatened teams. Like in Newcastle, may slap a good one.
5 goals versus Spurs, first half. You know,
Callum Wilson, man.
Callum Wilson is on form. I think this is his best season as far as his goal tally is concerned.
Yeah.
He has a good record. He has a new record at Newcastle also.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how even Issa can be benched and Newcastle is still Newcastle, you know.
Yeah. But I'm loving what Newcastle are doing right now. And I want to say this categorically. Arsenal is playing Newcastle next. I mean, Newcastle, yes, they're playing Newcastle next. And
at
St. James's Park. And I want to meet Newcastle wakiwa at that best. At their best. And nataka wakiwa form evil so that we go and play them and we beat them. Because I have beef to settle. And this is not me about losing the league and everything else. This is about last season. A last nail in the coffin for Champions League was nailed in by Newcastle. So you're gonna be proper.
Why are you angry at Newcastle? You are the guys who bottled it.
No, Newcastle was the last nail in our coffin last season. We lost it.
You shouldn't have.
That was the top 4 last season.
That was top 4 last season.
Yeah, we had a horrible week.
So Newcastle are writing good Premier League stories. They denied Arsenal top 4. They're gonna confirm that Arsenal won't win the league. You have to love Newcastle.
You've got to love Newcastle, man. I can't wait to slap them. For sure, I cannot wait.
There's no way you guys are going to win at St. James's Park.
Why not?
So going into Arsenal, you can't beat West Ham at the London Stadium. You can't even beat Southampton in your own backyard. How are you going to beat this Newcastle? How are you going to beat Newcastle that is going for top 4? This Newcastle that chases that Champions League game. How are you going to beat them?
We've beat other teams before. We've beaten you guys. We've beaten Liverpool.
At the Emirates.
We've beaten Tottenham.
At the Emirates.
Tottenham in their own backyard.
No, those are your old age rivals.
We've beaten Amex.
What happened earlier this season when Arsenal played Newcastle? 0-0.
Yeah, Joel Kuja kupack the bus.
Exactly. And it's not going to be any different. The only difference is this time Isak will be fit because at that time at the Emirates he was injured.
So they'll pack the bus in their own backyard?
No, they'll beat you 2-0.
No, they won't.
Oh, wow.
No, they won't. I can say this category. We're going to slap Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
I think Newcastle keep a clean sheet against Arsenal.
God damn. That's some kind of blasphemy.
Bold.
Sounds like blasphemy.
Bold prediction.
Let's see how that will go because I can't wait. Yeah.
Okay. Sasa Abasi. What about other teams like the Man City? You know, Haaland now has a new Premier League record. He's been scoring from time to time.
33 goals in the Premier League. 34. And then 50 in all competitions.
Yes.
Jesus
Let me
Christ.
just say this. Haaland will not get 40 goals in the Premier League.
Oh.
He will not.
But
he has what, 33?
34.
He has 34 at the moment. 34? And their fixtures aren't that
they
bad.
Have how many more games to go? 6, 5?
No, it's like 6. 5.
6 games to go.
Yeah,
there's one game he's not scoring. He will not score.
He'll score in all
he's not going to get 40. I can put a wager on this. He's not going to get 40 goals in the Premier League. No, we are nini. Okay, he has already broken all the records.
Hey, why don't you think he can pass?
He has broken the record for most goals.
Yes.
He has broken the record for most goals by a foreign player in the Premier League.
Yes.
There is no other wivu. Hakuna wivu.
No, but he can extend that record by a certain
40 goals.
Hiyo 40 sasa ndo itaifikiwa. It is his to
it is his not to secure.
Maybe I'll beat you that for maybe a season or two, but 40 sioni akifika season. I don't know why. I don't think he will. But this is the weekend where they won. Last weekend is where they won to finally get off the elephant on top of the tree. Now, so many people are excited about Arsenal failing.
It's not
By
about
the way, it's
No,
something
no,
that
no,
I,
no, no.
it's something
You
that I
guys-
learned after that game.
Bro,
see
like,
agenda. It's not a matter of guys being excited about Arsenal falling.
They are.
It's just a matter of world peace being restored. Because nyinyi watu sijui hii season mmecreate ngoma ya Nketiah. Who the hell praises Nketiah? Who at Nketiah in the room? After beating Man
you know all
United,
about Nketiah. You know what he did to you. Unajua alifanyia Manchester
after beating
United.
Man United,
Yeah.
you went on to print shirts with the scoreline at the back of those jerseys. The whole season, you've been printing mugs, you've been printing shirts with the top of the table chants across of them.
Yes.
Mmekuwa mkistick ma documents kwa mamiti with top of the table chants.
Yes.
So justice is being served, world peace is being restored.
So-
Arsenal are no longer top of the table.
And that is very exciting for most fans. But sasa ulikuwa nataka we go through all that and do nothing. Ulikuwa nataka tuende tupige Manchester na tunyamaze. Ulikuwa nataka we have the best season you have had in God knows how long and just be quiet about it.
No, I think you guys overestimated the capabilities of your team.
What do you mean overestimated? You are top.
If
all
I
this
say
time.
Arsenal has no leaders right now, would you deny that fact?
Yes, I would.
How so?
We have
Because
leaders.
I'm looking at Man City. I'm not saying Man City have those types of Roy Keane's leaderships who get
Yeah.
on your back and, galvanize the team. I'm looking at Man City, I'd say Rodri is a leader in that team.
Okay.
Because whenever Ederson passes Rodri the ball, he always points to the center backs, go wide, the wing backs, go forward. I don't see Partey doing that. I don't see Xhaka doing that. I don't see Odegaard doing that. I don't think there's that big mentality. Kitu nye tunajulikana tu ni Zinchenko kuitaita watu kwa huddle.
Yeah.
And even against Man City, they didn't show up because Zinchenko is spewing nonsense. He's spewing nonsense.
He's not spewing nonsense. Look, and the guys were intimidated when they went to Etihad. Okay, for some reason or the other, they were just intimidated.
And that is where leadership comes in.
And that is because one of the key cogs, Austin Achofala, because one of the key cogs of our defense was not there, and you are feeling shaky at the back. So if you are not that solid, then you can't be that confident you are going up against Manchester City, which might ultimately be the best team in Europe. Look, if I'm bottling a league, I would rather bottle to the best team
To Man
in Europe.
City than
Then okay, everybody's bottling to Man City lately, but that's what's up.
How the mighty have fallen. How far the mighty have fallen.
As Arsenal, Man United.
1 month ago, you guys were saying the table, nini inaitwangaje? Tembo hayanguki kwa mti. Ndovu hayanguki kwa mti.
Ndovu ni kidogo
Sasa
tu.
mnasema I'm actually honored to bottle the league against Man City. Come on, dog. Like have some
Brayo,
metal.
We are
Brayo.
saying this is the best team in Europe.
Yes.
Might be. I mean, time will tell. But might be the best team in Europe.
Nyaassh, do you know what? I have a crazy stat for you, and
Which
you're
one?
not gonna believe this. I am so sure that there is no team in the world. The season runs for 10 months,
Yes.
August to May.
Yes.
There's never been a team that has led the league for 9 months only to go on and lose it.
And I'm sure there has never been a team this young that has challenged champions like we have. Arsenal is the
Yes.
youngest team in the league. Let's not
Yes.
forget that. As much as they have bottled and everything else, you have to remember they're the youngest team in the league. Taking Manchester City to game week 32 or whatever, that's a huge feat. Teams like Liverpool, we were thinking when the season was beginning, it's going to be Liverpool and the rest. In fact, ilikuwanga ni Man City, Liverpool, and the others. Now, it's not even the others, Man City and Arsenal. The youngest team in the league.
Yes.
Taking them to that where they have done so far. That's a huge achievement, bro.
Credit to them.
Yeah.
Credit to them. Then I have one question for that. If Arsenal do manage to finish second,
Which we will.
Newcastle finish fourth.
okay.
And you mean third?
Who's had a more? Newcastle finish in the top 4 either way. Both clubs finish in the top 4.
Okay.
Who deserves to be manager of the season more, Eddie Howe or Arteta?
Oof. Good question. I'm going to be as subjective as I can on this one. And I'm going to go with Arteta.
What do you?
I'm going to be as subjective. I mean, Arteta has, like I said, it's the youngest squad in the league, bro.
No one denies that.
We cannot.
But objectives are Arsenal going into preseason. You guys were playing good preseason football, and the target was
Preseason.
top 4
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
probably a Europa. Now top
Yes.
4 mepata. But Newcastle,
We have outdone
Newcastle would
ourselves.
never have dreamt of going to a Carabao Cup final anytime soon.
Yes, they
Newcastle
wouldn't.
was 17th at the end of last season.
Yeah.
They would never have dreamt of being in the top 4 race.
Yes.
So I think Newcastle is the most improved.
Has
And
to be.
now, when you're looking at like the best team, I have to give it to Arteta. So most improved, Eddie Howe. But if you was to look at who's the better one, I have to give it to Arteta. Because in the last 4 weeks, it has been gloomy for us. But we only lost 1 game. That's something that you're not factoring in.
You have not won any though.
Yes, you haven't won.
But yeah, it's okay. But you haven't. We just lost 1. It's okay, and it's against Man City. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are meeting Man City next month. Yeah. I wonder how that will be.
It's going to be very interesting.
Easy
It's gonna be
peasy. FA
very
Cup final, we got it in the bag.
But now
Yeah,
let me look at now the next fixtures Arsenal, and I want you guys to just be objective, as you say.
Yeah.
So weekend Newcastle, there, and then Brighton, and then Nottingham Forest away, and then Wolves at home. How many points do you think Arsenal
Out
are
of
going
those
with?
4 games,
Yeah. Newcastle away, Brighton home, Nottingham Forest away, Wolves home.
I think you guys lose to Newcastle, and it'll be a narrow defeat, like a 2-1.
Okay.
And then you guys draw to Brighton. Although, Juzi wamepigwa na Nottingham Forest, so you never know. But they slapped Wolves 6. So
Yes.
without Kina Mitoma and McAllister
Wolves wako
starting.
chini lakini.
Yeah. So you guys lose to Newcastle, narrow defeat, draw against Brighton, and then win your last 2 games.
What do you think?
Oof. I like that he has changed from 2-0 to Newcastle to 2-1. Yeah.
Because you're talking about a clean sheet earlier on.
Yeah, just a few minutes ago. I'll go with all wins.
All wins.
All W's. Yes.
Like, Venant amesema kuwa objective.
I'm being very objective.
You guys have not won a single game in April.
These
Bro,
are 3 games.
How will you bounce back to win 4 on the
These are not
spin?
3 games. They are
Bro.
4 games.
pressure is off from Arsenal.
Yeah, it's off.
It's off from Arsenal.
See, tumetoka
It's
juu
on
empty.
Man
You're happy
City
now.
right now. And a question I can ask you is, do you think Man City is winning all their games?
Yeah, Man City watambui pressure. Pep has never lost the final 10 games of a season, of any season. He always wins the final 10 games.
Look, as
Hawatambui pressure.
much as that is true, Man City have to be very much aware that they can't afford to lose also. There's no chance of them losing. I mean, you can all say how they cannot lose, they cannot, but they also know there is no chance of them losing. Because as much as they are, I mean, they're how many points above us now?
It's
As
so
much as
they
could
have
be 4 points.
76. They have 76 with a game in hand, as we have 75.
As much as they could be some points above Arsenal, they know one slacking kidogo hivi and maybe Arsenal wins and then it's a different ball game altogether and the pressure is back.
But
So they can't afford to lose.
Man City dealing with West Ham and Southampton, like, they don't deal with them the way Arsenal dealt with them.
But there's Amex
That's
to go
the
to.
difference.
There's Brighton to go and play at.
Fair
There's
enough.
Brentford to play against.
Nah, they'll beat
Two
Brentford.
away grounds
They'll
which are
beat
not the
Brentford.
easiest to
They'll
go.
beat
I think
Brentford.
they fumble in the process.
No.
I think they fumble in the
I'm not
process.
holding my
honestly.
breath, but they might just.
Pep talked about his team being exhausted. I pay attention to such things. They have Real Madrid the other week, home and away. And that's where now Pep he needs to perform at his
Yeah.
level best, because that's the crown
That's a
that
revenge
is
mission
that's
sort
the
of for
crown
them,
that he is
yes.
looking
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
I don't. Do you personally think they will beat Real Madrid?
Don't put me in that position. But don't do that to me.
No, because you've been Team Haaland. You've been actually
Listen, man.
you're a Man City fan.
He's a Man City fan.
You're
It
a
makes a
Man
lot of
City
sense.
fan.
What the hell are you saying, bro? Stop spewing nonsense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Anyway, I'm looking at that Real Madrid team, and Rodrigo's hit form in the right time. Benzema's come back challenging Lewandowski for that golden boot in La Liga. Vinicius, double figures, 22 goals, 20 assists this season. So, your front three imewaka. My only issue with Real Madrid is Modric might miss the first leg. Eder Militao will definitely miss the first leg because of suspension.
Oh, okay.
So, there's going to be issues there, but I believe, the power of the Santiago Bernabeu in the Champions League, there's that era. So I believe Real Madrid is the team destined to deny them the treble. Then we put the final nail in the coffin in the FA Cup final.
I feel like if Madrid don't get a result at Santiago Bernabeu, because that's the first leg.
Yes.
I feel like it might be a wrap for them. I don't see how they'll go to Etihad and somehow revert that and make it a win for them. For the first time as a Madrid fan, I'm scared of Man City.
Yeah.
I am scared.
Sahii wameongeza that ka Viking up front. Hey,
bro.
it's not a joke.
Kwanza venye aliachilia nywele na akafunga Arsenal hivyo, hey my friend. Hey, ngori.
Freestyle.
Yeah. But let's not forget to talk about Spurs though.
Spurs.
Because they were playing over the weekend with Liverpool, and I thought wamepiga comeback, lakini Diogo Jota was like, hold my beer, which is actually what I was doing. I was taking alcohol and it was like, hold my beer, and then 4-3.
These guys were 3-0 down in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I was watching the game and I'm thinking, oh no, here comes the Spurs admin with another apology saying how they'll refund the fans who traveled to Anfield.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of
But
refunding lately.
Credit to Ryan Mason. Against Man United, halftime team talk, wakakuja wakadraw.
Yeah.
Against Liverpool at Anfield, wakakuja, almost secured a point. Credit to Richarlison, flop of the season, amengoja 33 games
Finally.
wafunge bao yake ya kwanza.
Yeah.
And then after ametoa shati, amemokuma fans.
Yeah.
they become the Spurs that we all know. They become Spurs. Hiyo jina hata inafaa iongelezwe kwa dictionary.
I think it's already
Spurs.
You know that game I was streaming on my DSTV app on the phone?
Yeah.
And the moment I saw 2-0 in the first 5 minutes, I was like, this one is
Done and dusted.
Yeah, let me see if I can watch something else. Because pia Serie A kulichacha. You know, AC Milan
versus Roma.
And Roma scoring literally in the last minute. It was a very entertaining game.
Drama.
Yeah, and now I come back to see 3-3. Now I'm like, okay, now I have to see this now.
Yeah.
And then there's that Jota incident. There's Pep hamstring. You know,
By the way, Klopp
Van Dijk,
celebrated
the
the
defender Aura.
There's Van Dijk now sliding. You know, it was
First
That was
of all,
beautiful.
when it comes to Van Dijk, I don't think he should ever be mentioned in the caliber of the likes of Vidic and Rio Ferdinand and John Terry.
Because of why?
They never did that. Bro, Vidic would rather break his nose than slide the way Van Dijk did.
Vidic. I was seeing another clip of Evra Kichota Rio. Do you recall? Alichota Rio. But he was going after Suarez. That must have been caught somewhere. We should have had a lot of internet then to troll our say. Could have been so much fun,
But
man.
Sunajwa, the good thing is nowadays you can go back and watch those games.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's typical Spurs, I feel like. Yes. Because when they were 3-0 down, you go like, these guys never learn. It's
True
exactly what they were being done for by which your team was it?
Against
Newcastle.
United, against Newcastle.
But you go like, I'm a man them. They never learned, but you know.
So, what next for them if Hurricane leaves?
He is going to leave. I feel like if that thing has to be on the wall now for him to leave. The question is maybe where. Because that's a conundrum that we cannot solve.
I think if Poch get Chelsea, then Chelsea are in that race. Because I can see Todd Bowley splashing the cash on Hurricane if Pochettino wants him.
Hurricane ende akacheze.
So if Pochettino wants Chelsea,
it makes sense. He's still in London.
He's still in London, and you could use that. You could use the driving force could be Tottenham. If Tottenham are in Europa and Chelsea are all out of Europe, you could be like, Hurricane, you're playing 1 game a week. Maybe we can challenge the league. I've coached you before. I've done this with you, so you can come over to the team and make Chelsea a league winner again. You never know.
You compete, you go up against the likes of Arsenal and Man City. I mean, it's going to be a tough call. Or you can just say, Acha tu niende please, Nico, a bit sure of winning not just the league, but the Champions League.
Which is?
Arsenal.
Which is... you know, but then...
which is Arsenal. Believe, man. Believe.
Arsenal, just so we
he's an Arsenal fan at heart.
That's the
so
genesis.
It's best he comes back home.
Or
I know you want to say United.
No.
Bundesliga.
No, Hurricane is not leaving England anytime soon.
Why not?
I'm pretty sure he has his eye on that Alan Shearer record. He's not leaving.
But that's a wapi. Unless he goes to Man United.
It's Man United or bust. And if Pochettino does go to Chelsea, then Chelsea are in the rest.
I don't see him staying at Spurs.
Yeah, so it's Man United or Chelsea. If
because
Poch goes to Chelsea,
we have to factor in that Chelsea still have Lukaku's at form at Inter Milan.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they still have Lukaku who's at form at Inter Milan.
Lukaku at Inter and Lukaku at Everton is not the Lukaku that played for Chelsea before in Man United.
But now he's coming back to a better team.
Better in terms of
and a different
quality
coach.
of players that are there that are available.
Not necessarily. That isn't guaranteed.
I mean,
Chelsea have had 3 coaches this season with the same players, albeit the January transfer window, and it hasn't worked. Lampard got 007 settings, sahi. I mean, seriously. So that Lukaku thing, I don't think it'll work for Chelsea if he comes back.
I mean, it all waits to be seen how Poch will handle him. If Poch comes and becomes Chelsea manager, maybe
is it guaranteed that Poch is going to Chelsea?
Concrete talks as of now.
It's all looking like he will be the manager.
Okay.
It's looking like he will be. He might be.
And you guys are okay with that? Are you comfortable? Do you think he will be successful there?
I don't give a shit if he succeeds or not.
All we know is he's bringing some Spursy DNA to Chelsea. Yeah, so we don't mind.
Yeah. It's not like Chelsea have a lot of options anyway, so yeah, they can do all they want. Maybe Poch might actually say we need some stability here. I might cook something like I did cook at Spurs, go to the final, and maybe it's different. I'll get some financial backing or something.
Yes.
Time will tell. So let's just wait and see.
Okay, Sasa Basi. So this weekend, man, you guys have already exhausted the Newcastle Arsenal fixture.
Yes.
And there are a couple of games that we need to talk about. First and foremost, you guys are away to West Ham.
That's a tough fixture, bro. We rarely win convincingly against West Ham. The most convincing recent win I can remember is under Ole when Pogba scored a screamer
Yeah.
But other than that, we always go there, win 1-0 or draw 1-1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go it again. Either Rashford or Bruno pops up and we win 1-0.
I mean, West Ham have been on the up, so they are looking kind of good. Ataka walipigwa na
They're
Crystal
scoring
Palace.
goals now.
They're
Yes.
scoring goals
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good fixture. Still think United might come on top. Out of that fixture, I still think they might win.
West Ham are at home.
Yes.
Remember the last team that was at home was Arsenal, and
Man United
2
isn't
goals were
Arsenal.
conceded in 5 minutes.
We will not
Yeah.
get complacent. We will
And
not
West
get
Ham
complacent.
have an excellent European form right now, so they're building on that.
Sisi tuko na
Conference
Bruno.
League.
Bruno atatetesha ref na tupewe.
Na atadai. Niliona hadi na yeye akimwambia ache kucomplain.
Ache complain Sancho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sancho bana. Yeah. And remember, of course, you can catch all these games on DSTV Compact. If you want to watch Arsenal clapping Newcastle, if you want to watch Man United bottling at West Ham, you can catch all of them at DSTV Compact. And like I said, DSTV, you always feel at home. Me, I feel home in DSTV. I'm already at DSTV right now.
Yes, basi. Because we've talked about football, it's only fair we talk about FPL.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and I don't know how your team is at the moment. Are you guys seeing green arrows like I am, or what's happening?
Yeah, over the weekend I've seen green arrows, and also I had decided to play my bench boost now.
Ooh, nice.
Because that was the clever move, seeing that Dezabi benched Mitoma and McAllister and them, man. So me, I'm looking nice once the midweek fixtures are over. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, personally for me, I triple captained Haaland.
What?
Yes.
Why?
I triple captained Haaland.
Against Fulham.
He scored.
Bro, Venant went to the FPL guru, and then you go,
They have
come
a
on,
double
then.
game week. So it's one of the best opportunities to use that chip. Is whenever a player such as Haaland has. And of course now he was chasing that record. So I expect 2
Fairs,
goals.
fairs.
And City have Leeds. So
Hey, Leeds United.
Yeah.
Look, I cannot bank on Leeds to do anything.
so Apo personally for me, Haaland takes the captain.
That was
Clearly,
very
it has
smart.
to be.
That was
yeah.
very
I have
smart.
to give it up to him.
Let me see.
Arsenal tunacheza na Newcastle.
Yeah, you guys are away to Newcastle. West Ham is
Liverpool
hosting
played
Manchester United. Liverpool are hosting Brentford, which I think
That's a tough one.
Liverpool will score. They will win that game. The only problem with Liverpool is conceding goals.
Yeah.
Conceding goals.
They have shown
But
they can-
the attacking system is back. Luis Diaz is back with a bang.
Oh, that's good for
You know,
them.
I think we can only get someone like Trent because he's assisting.
Yeah,
Not
he's
because
back to
of-
his
not-
assisting
not because of
ways.
clean
He's being played higher in the pitch. Him
Yes.
and Stones from City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are actually 2 defenders that I'd recommend for FPL managers who
Yeah.
are looking for defenders to buy in for your team.
Yeah.
Brighton, Everton.
Ooh. I need to get, I think I have Mitoma.
Mitoma.
Yeah.
I think I have Mitoma, so I
Welbeck
just...
is
Or
back.
McAllister.
When Welbeck is banging goals.
Yeah,
And then
Welbeck
there's
is
this
banging.
Undav. This dude.
Oh, Cengiz
Undav,
Undav. Yeah.
But the challenge with him is minutes played.
minutes played.
If Ivan Ferguson
But
is
he doesn't
fit,
score.
Because
as
Enciso
much
is
even.
there. Who's the... actually, Brighton, they have a lot of forwards.
And they
so
also
there's
signed
João Pedro for next
Another
season.
one to keep
who
an eye on.
looks
next
like
season.
Martial on the low key.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks
But
like Martial.
I can't wait to see
On
how
the
they
low
do
key.
with him. And, because Brighton have this knack of just converting guys and making them almost world class. From nothing to world class players. So I feel like that might be another good one. Yeah.
Tottenham, Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace are on the up. Spurs wako home.
Yes.
Can't even bank on those guys to do anything. But I still have Hurricane.
Probably a 2-2 draw. Yeah.
If they can't beat Crystal Palace, they don't.
But for
deserve to
Palace,
be
the
in
best
Europe.
the best asset to have is definitely Eberechi Eze.
And Olise.
Yeah.
Olise is now third. I mean, fourth.
Ise,
He has 9 assists
Zaha
now.
has now scored.
Yeah.
Nani, they're number 9. Ayu
Andre.
also has a...
Oh, Jordan, I mean.
Jordan
not Andre.
Ayew is playing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you guys have anything that you need to tell guys as far as FPL is concerned? Because me, I'm looking at my team, and I think I'll sell Watkins for Wilson.
Oh,
Yes,
that's a
because
big
I'm buying
gamble.
Wilson based on form. I know it's against Arsenal,
Yeah.
but I'm buying Wilson based on form, and Newcastle have a double game week.
Oh, they have a double?
The next
Oh,
week.
okay.
So I'm just buying him early before his price goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you guys?
Now, me ain't got too much to talk about with the FPL. I'm nice with my points right now. The only thing I'd say is in regards of the show, I'm going to start getting my clips back. I'm going to start getting my clips back of when I said Man United would finish the season with more trophies than Arsenal. I'm going to start getting them back and playing them on my Instagram reels. Yeah.
Look, I know he's going to have so much fun for this. So for this one, I have no defense.
Yes.
So
do you agree, League Imeenda?
Look, like I said, it's almost like it's gone. I feel like it's 90% gone. There's like a 10% chance of it not going. So I'm not holding my breath because of 10%. But if it does come to fruition, well, at least it did. But I'm not holding my breath for the 10%. Because, I mean, like I said, Man City are looking like a juggernaut right now. They're just steamrolling and grinding everything they come across. So I don't think anything else will happen. But this weekend, I'll be keeping an eye, besides the Arsenal games and everything else, I'll be keeping an eye in Syria. Because there are two interesting matches, and of course, like we said, you can always catch Syria on DSTV Family.
Yes,
there is AC Milan versus Lazio,
top 4 battle.
Saturday. So if Lazio gets beat, then Napoli can go and beat Udinese now. They're playing Udinese away from home.
That's a tough.
And I'm sure Napoli must be thinking, this is it now. Last weekend, Lito Peter, this is where now we actually get to bag
Osimhen.
The Scudetto. So that's something I'll be keeping an eye on, of course, on DSTV Family. For me, the focus is on that. And of course, us clapping Newcastle. Actually, we clap Newcastle first. Then I go and watch Udinese get clapped by Napoli.
Yes. Also, Roma is hosting Inter Milan.
Moto. Top 4 battle in the Serie A.
Saturday, normal.
Okay.
I know I'll be happy streaming those games because I'm usually on the move. So I'll be happy streaming it on the app. And I'll just be seeing it as it goes by.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we wrap up the show, I have a crazy start for you guys.
Is it to do with Arsenal?
No?
Okay.
What does it have to do with?
Elanga has more Champions League goals than Saka.
And on that note, man, after this show, my name is Venant.
Brian.
I can't with this guy. I can't. I'm done.